Hello, South Africa, and revolutionary greetings to the South African youth, those who fought for freedom, those who still continue to grapple with the realities of unequal education, poverty, and unemployment. I also greet those of you who have been privileged enough to see the fruit of your decisive labor coupled with grace of time and chance in an opportune moment. My name is Nhlanhla Mafarafara. I'm addressing you today on a Youth Day as the President of the South African Association of Hospital and Institutional Pharmacists, commonly known as SAAHIP. Today, we commemorate 47 years of Youth Day. We honor the fallen heroes who fought for equal education and those who died without tasting the fruit that we are eating and enjoying today. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." The youth of 1976 saw this powerful tool and fought to own it, the tool called education. They saw it in their leadership eye and brought it to fruition in their absence. I believe the reality that a leader is one who sees first and one who sees far before others do. Hence, we are here today to celebrate this particular day for the young people of 1976 who so far and so first that if we could get equal quality education, our lives would be better. And most of you today, your lives are better. And you'll see as I commemorate young people in our society and in our association and in our profession. Nelson Mandela also said, education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that a daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, that the child of a farm worker can become the president of a great nation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one from the other. It is true what John Maxwell says, everything rises and falls on leadership. And those young men and young women of 1976 were leaders, and everything is standing on the balance of their contribution as we speak and we celebrate today. As a country, as South Africa, as a nation, we are where we are, and as a people, we will be where we will be tomorrow because of leadership, because of the thoughts that we permit to reside in our head, and because of the actions that we take after, the actions that we lead and how we lead ourselves. Author and speaker Koliseka Matara once said, "Our present is our children's past." So live your life today, not just to die as though you never existed, but to build a monument, to build strength, to build a ladder that will be used as a reference and as a transference for more, and to create a path that the next generation will be thrilled to walk in your honor. As the South African Association of Hospital and Institutional Pharmacists, we have chosen to spend the first half of this month, the Youth Month in 2023, to celebrate, to profile, and to put a spotlight on young pharmacists who are 35 years and younger, who are currently serving in South Africa, who are members of the association, and who are playing a leadership role and and role modeling their role as pharmacists, as healthcare workers, and as professionals for today and for tomorrow. These pharmacists represent the diversity of South Africa. They represent the different landscapes of how healthcare systems look like and how healthcare practice, particularly in the pharmaceutical space. We have profiled pharmacists in research and training, in industry, in hospitals and clinics, in administration, and in a different beautiful mix of our practice. What I love is that we even profiled a young pharmacist who still have to feel and taste the real aroma of leadership in pharmacy practice and in health landscape. For example, Qiniso Zikali from KwaZulu-Natal, who won the prestigious Brian Simon Award for the best pharmacy student in 2021. His future is too bright, and we celebrate you, young pharmacist. We also profiled unique specialized radiopharmacist Mahlatsi Malupe, a pharmacist practicing in nuclear medicine space at Dr. George Mukhari Academic Hospital. He's an embodiment of the new wave that is yet to be explored in the South African health space, and even in Africa and abroad. There are many of them, and let me pay tribute to them while they can still hear this congratulatory message and acknowledgement. And I want to also say this as I start to mention their names or a few of them. That not mentioning all the 35 names is not to undermine those I do not mention, but to save your time so you can keep the meat of this video. We just singled out a few just to illustrate that we've got so many highly capable pharmacists to lead in the health sector. And we are seeing it now. And in the future, we'll also see it, and history will tell the story. We celebrate today Mulisa Nefumbada, the youngest pharmacy manager in Limpopo, and who's leading a regional hospital as we speak. We celebrate Armand Algra from Northwest, working at Mary Clinic. He's a unique, jolly, good fellow. He's full of strength, full of hope, full of life, and is a lover of antimicrobial stewardship. He embodies, he breathes, he lives, he writes, he talks. All he does is antimicrobial stewardship. We profiled Samkelo Mkumbuzi, a pharmacist who has found a unique role in the field of causality assessment in the field of pharmacovigilance space. We profile Dr. Pumziles Kosana, a young, vibrant academic from Sefako Mahato Health Sciences University, whose wings have now transcended and spread. She's soaring in the international borders and facilitate the African antimicrobial stewardship internship program. And she has now supervised numerous master students so that they can become researchers and policy contributors and leaders in the space of pharmacy. We also profile Rashmi Gosai, a senior quality assurance and responsible pharmacist for UP John. She's also the branch chairperson of the South African Association of Hospital and Institutional Pharmacists, the Southern Gauteng branch. Rashmi is responsible for seamless integration and alignment of quality management system of two mesh companies. She's also an entrepreneur in her own right. She sits in a number of boards. And last but not least, Heithal Kohan. She is the M&E pharmacist at Joburg Health District and supervises systems and areas of health, of mental health within the department. She's also a member of the NHI research team in the Joburg Health District. There's and many, many, many more young pharmacists in our field are those that we see the future of pharmacy and the future of healthcare being written, being shaped, being embodied, and being celebrated and profiled. And we celebrate and we salute you. As we speak right now, and as you listen to me, and you're not a pharmacist, you have what you would call your personal doctor or your family doctor. If you don't have your family pharmacist, you have something missing in your health cabinet. So you need to start looking for a pharmacist who will become your personal or your family pharmacist, someone that you can call, someone that you can trust, because that's what they stand for, these ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to make them even feel too much over-glorified, because I want them to still remain humans, to still remain humble, and to still remain people that can serve you. But if you're a youth and watching this, I'm also saying to you, there is hope for you. You see, these young pharmacists, check them out on our SAAHIP national social media profiles, or even in our branch Facebook pages, and learn a thing or two from them. These young leaders are fighting a different fight. But like the youth of 1976, they have found their purpose, they have found their passion, and they are pursuing it skillfully. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, any man who by the age of 21, or by the age of 21, has not found something that they are willing to die for is not worthy to be alive. That means they need to find value at an early age and craft themselves within that value and sell it. So this is the way to say, what I'm saying to you is, buy the truth and sell it not. Buy the truth and sell it not. Find your value. Find your value and run with it. As young pharmacists, I want to challenge you to not lay back and take the comfort road that is traveled by many, but to take the high, hard road that is less traveled. In South Africa's pharmacy landscape and healthcare space, it is yet to recognize the true value of pharmacists. And we want you to be the one that embodies that particular space. We owe it to the next generation by providing now what we are undisputably will be able to celebrate, will be able to showcase, will be able to hang in our walls and say, there lived a pharmacist. We owe it to the next generation to pave the way that they will do. You see, there is something that the world is still missing, and I think you can provide it, which is the change that we want to see. There's still so many healthcare professionals as we speak right now, not only pharmacists, who are still looking for employment, as you understand the circumstances of South Africa. But I also want to also celebrate those pharmacists who have found employment and they are working in dilapidated health environment, and they're staying and trying to provide the best quality care despite the limitations of resources and circumstances where they are. I say to you, you are the ones that give us hope. Those of you that are waiting to join us, you give us strength to fight for you so that you can have space. And we're inviting everybody else who's in the space to say, let us continue the good fight of faith, for someday we will reap the reward of hanging on. We are to confidently and without reservation take up the spaces in healthcare leadership, in governance, as directors, as HOD, as CEOs, as researchers, as specialists, as consultants, as policy makers, as academics, as antimicrobial stewardship champions, and all that we can do. Do not be apologetic in it. Do not be apologetic. Stand firm. You spent your 4 years studying the mechanism of action of so many thousands and thousands of drugs. You understand their pharmacokinetics and their pharmacodynamics. You have a unique understanding of these drugs, of these medicines that we are using. In addition, some of you have even gone further to study clinical pharmacy, public health, quality assurance, pharmacoeconomics, and so on and so forth. So shine bright like a diamond. As I say, you see, a lamp that is lit should not be hidden. Otherwise, what is the purpose of you when you hide the lamp that you provide? You are the light. Shine, let the world follow you. Don't wait for a chance to be given to you by someone. Create it. Build value as a 10-star pharmacist. Lastly, let me say to you that there are so many opportunities in South Africa that are yet to be realized. We have imagined them, but we need to start realizing them. We need to explore them. I challenge you to bring them alive with me, with others. Find somebody, join their hand, and let's bring the new opportunities of pharmacy. If you look at this opportunities in sports medicine, we need pharmacists in sports. We need pharmacists in emergency medicine. We need pharmacists in forensic pharmacy. We need more pharmacists in nuclear medicine, in intensive care, in outbreak response, and many other different fields where we can enjoy the fields of pharmacoepidemiology, vaccinology, and many other things that are exciting today. So what are you waiting for? If you're not a member of the South African Association of Hospital and Institutional Pharmacists, you made a big mistake, I tell you. You made a terrible mistake. If you are not yet visible in your hospital, you're also misrepresenting the profession. We want you to be visible. Take up that space because we are not so many. We are very few. So we should all be known for something special in our communities. We should all be known for something special in our hospitals, in our pharmacies, in our directorates, in our administration, in our research areas. We should be celebrated as the craftsmen because we are a rare, special breed of health professionals. My parting shot to you is, be the change that you want to see. Do not wish that things were easy. Wish that you were better. Happy Youth Day. Ciao. God bless you.